Hello and welcome to Build That House with Jim.
Fear.
Okay, you see that line there on the 2 inches below that indentation. I originally thought that I would spray the damp proofing to that, but the code says it has to be down 8 inches. So I'm kind of grinding those little black spots, those tar spots that I filled, and I'm redrawing the line 8 inches down. So it's a minor thing that I have to do, but again, doing things twice is never fun. But in this case, we're talking about an hour to rectify that. So that's what I'm doing, and they'll spray right up to that line. All right, it's damp proofing day and it looks great. Guy's doing an awesome job. Truck's here. See that waterproofing just gets sprayed on right like that. Look at that group. Got a little stinky. Looks good though. Glad to get that behind me, and mostly it's fun to have some progress where I actually don't do it myself. So today I want to talk a little bit about these metal stairs that I am salvaging and refurbishing. A buddy of mine had these kicking around his yard and gave them to me. And I saw them, I thought, man, what could be cooler than like actual steel stairs? Steel lasts forever. So I'm hoping that it'll be worth it for me to... I've sanded everything now, got all the dirt and any loose material, and actually beyond that, it's perfectly smooth, beautiful. So now I'm just priming it with a little rust primer, and then we'll give it a coat of black acrylic enamel. And I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're going to be cut somewhere here, and then I'll have another little set that maybe I can use somewhere else. So anyway, I just thought that I'd get that down, and I just thought, man, those are so cool, so heavy duty, so forever. Wood is a lot easier to work with, but if I can pull this off, I think it'll be neat. You can put some nice fancy treads on there, probably 12-inch treads too. Maybe finish some nice cedar, or who knows. All right. Well, that's what I got done in the first session. Right down the line. Slight grade to it. Carry around tomorrow. And we'll have the same thing over here. Won't be adjacent to the footing though on this one. Gonna go into that. Be a little bit more interesting here. Right down the line. Okay, day 2 of perimeter drain installation. So I gotta pack the gravel in by hand on this side in a bucket. It's a bit time consuming. You can see the vertical clean out on that section, which would be that side. And then this is another section. There'll be another clean out adjacent to that other clean out. And right down the line, you have to use 45-degree fittings. Can't do 90-degree. That ensures that you got good flow. Now you might say, oh, it looks so crooked zigzag, but that's fine. The trench I dug was quite a ways away from the footing, which is fine with me. Keep the water away from the footing, as long as the inspector goes for it. And like that. So there it is. Alrighty. So just a little update. This will pick up the gutter on the shed roof, which would just be one gigantic angle. All the water will run into one corner and come down here. And that goes down there. In the meantime, the inspector was by and okayed all my perimeter drain work. And I was happy to see that he didn't mind that it was a little further away from the footing, because I had trenched further down, so the water's going to go there first, so that's where it'll hit the pipe first. So for me to bring that up there, I was worried that then all that would have to fill up with water before the pipe started to pick up the water. So that's not an issue. No cleanup required on this corner, which is great. And then you got these pipes, eh? Then you got a drain there for when, this is kind of a weird one. So when it rains, the water will go down that drain, or wind blows in. It really is going to be covered by a roof, but so I guess it's possible. Then that goes into there. So the two perimeter drains, one side and the other side, and this, and then there'll be a floor drain where the boiler and the hot water tank goes. So when the time comes when your hot water tank blows and spews water all over your basement, that drain will just pick it right up and send it right out down the line. So a little update, making some progress past the waterproofing inspection, and now he's okayed all this mock-up of this perimeter drain, so I'll just glue it up now and we'll be good to go. Yeehaw! Today we're moving this 24,000 pounds of drain rock by putting it into these buckets, manually carrying it down to the location that we've got. Covering up that pipe.
Okay, I gotta show the pipe. There we go.
You can see down there. So the inspector wants us to have 6 inches of drain rock over top. Then we're going to put some landscape fabric so the fine sediment doesn't work its way and contaminate that drainage system. And then we can finally backfill. But he wants to see it to this point to make sure that we've done it correctly. And then we can proceed with the backfilling. But it's a relatively cool day today, luckily, because this is next level labor work. It's just pretty extreme. So I'm very happy to have a helper with me today. And here we go. Let's do some time lapse.
And the Cadillac is fueled and ready to hit the road.
These steps turned out pretty good in the end. I'm reasonably happy with them. It's all reclaimed wood from the footings. And oddly enough, here, let me show you. This is what happens to spruce when you leave it outside. It goes gray. Most wood goes gray. But anyway, interestingly, if you take gray wood like that and you sand it, you get this really cool kind of like finish. I don't know if it's called the faux finish or shabby chic or whatever, but it looks really cool. So I thought, okay, there's a piece. Almost like burnt. But maybe that's what happens when the sun. But anyway, 3 stairs, totally refurbished, and set up with almost look good enough to go inside a house. And in the meantime, we got this pipe strapped to the side of a concrete wall. That's a trick to do by yourself, by the way. Hold this big heavy pipe there and mount it. But that is complete. Grading is complete. And what else? Got this, whoa, whoa! Almost went down there, folks. Live action. And that's all filled, so got to do the same thing around the other side. And electrician was here today, dropped off 35 meters of 200 tech cable. 200 what is it, 200 amp, or so that's some big roll there. And then I've cleared out a bunch of bamboo and forest here. When we cut the trench, we'll probably cut it right in here with the excavator, and we'll get it all ready to go, and we'll get some electricity out to the construction site, so we have some serious power. We can use concrete floor polishers, or run multiple saws, or things like, you know, compressors for nail guns. So, another day in Taylortown, and very happy with the way everything's coming along, slowly as usual.